Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hold My Nugget Studios once again on Thanksgiving weekend for your 2024 NFL Butterfingers Week 13 game highlight commentary. Somebody got the juices of the turkey mac and cheese on his fingers because he can't hold on to the football, and that lead to an immediate Green Bay Packer touchdown as Jordan Love would find Jaden Reed for the score, and the Pack take the lead. Meanwhile, over in the nation's capital, already in Titans territory, because their absolute ass hand off to Brian Robinson. Many men wish death upon me, blood in my eyes, but I could still score on Tennessee as the Commanders take the lead.
Black and gold. Here we go.
Russell Wilson looking right, intercepted at midfield by Cam Taylor-Britt, and he's off to the races. Can I get a pick six? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. The Bengals strike blood first in this bitch. 7-0 lead in a battle in the AFC North.
Unlimited diarrhea. Unlimited.
Cincinnati got away with one here, because you can't tell me this not pass interference. Homie dipped his helmet all the way into his groin. Thanksgiving classic in Detroit, in time for a little bit of trickery, and around reverse to a fat man. I think his big ass was trying to throw. It gets absolutely stopped by Chicago. The big man refuses to go down, but Dan Campbell every single week showcases his balls of steel. The fuck you gotta tackle with the football for? What are the chances the man who hasn't given up a sack all season actually gets sacked and the crowd doesn't give a fuck? Man's had no chance of throwing this football. Great defense from the Bears, but somebody just got stiff-armed into oblivion. Buddy thought he was about to have an easy tackle on a big boy. Get yourself to the shadow realm.
Subject: George Pickens. Name: NFL young boy. Warning: do not cheat.
Black and gold. Here we go.
Russell Wilson looking left, got NFL young boy, Crashout Poppy. George Pickens keeps his feet. Touchdown! Steelers tie game. Oh my God! Oh my God! What a fucking catch by Pickens! Holy shit! What a catch by Pickens! Oh wow! What a catch!
I say he gets piped down.
Pittsburgh is pushing P.
I'm unlimited.
Hey, I know the ads are probably getting annoying, but the NFL's continuing to pile it on. I still can't upload the Super Bowl from last season. So if you want to support the channel and watch these videos early and ad-free, consider becoming a member on my Patreon. Patreon.com/Chiseled Adonis. Link will be in the description. I appreciate you. What the hell is wrong with Mac Hollins? This man walks everywhere barefoot. But sir, it's snow out there. But it's for the mad scientist gimmick. I don't give a damn. Call his father. Ain't his younger brother a Marine? Go whip your brother's ass.
And now, no charges. No.
Think fast, Butterfingers on the play, scooped up by the Falcons. They take over inside the 30-yard line, deep in charge of territory. Wild situation out in Kansas City. The Raiders had a magnificent punt that went out of bounds at the 1-yard line, and there was a flag that was called on Kansas City, so the football would be spotted at the 1. We went to commercial, returned back, only to find out the officials apparently got it wrong, and the flag was on the Raiders, despite the fact they announced it was on Kansas City. Then, to make matters even more confusing, they did a re-punt during the commercial break, where only the live audience saw what happened. And once the commercial break was concluded, we saw Kansas City's gonna have the football at the 43. Make it make sense. I'm not saying honest mistakes can't happen, but you cannot, under any circumstance, have an official announce a penalty to the wrong team, then go to a commercial break, run a play during the commercial break, and then bring the audience back in, absolutely confused, and just say, well, we fucked up, but let's move forward. Since when do we run plays untelevised? What part of the game is this? Think fast, I challenge you to a duel. NRAR5 with a quick draw. Got his man wide open. Jonathan Taylor Swift finds the blank space, breaks into the end zone to give the Colts the lead on the road. Man, randomly watching this game, remember when the Colts and Patriots games used to mean something? Does that make me old? Are we old? Bengals drive down the field with ease. Who do you bank with? Chase Brown to the end zone, makes a withdrawal for 7. Cincy back in front, battle in the NFC South. Believe it or not, Carolina still has a chance, but they better wake the fuck up, because Mike Evans missed a 1,000, making spectacular catches. One hand, Tony toe tap, 10 toes down challenge submission for the score. Touchdown Buccaneers, they take the lead. Keep in mind, Mike Evans has to average over 100 yards for the remainder of the season in order to keep his streak of 1,000 yards per season going. I really hope that Jameis Winston will
Never retire!
because look at the motion during the pregame graphic. Bo Nix over here trying to be serious. Jameis Winston having the time of his life. Director said, just move a bit. Jameis said, oh no, I'm putting on a performance. I'm going to activate every single emote and taunt in my arsenal. He's eating W's. Following a missed field goal from the Browns, the Broncos drive all the way down the field. 3rd and goal, handoff to Williams, goes untouched to the end zone. The Broncos take the lead in Mile High.
And now no charges, no.
Falcons would take advantage of that fumble recovery, toss over to Bijan Robinson. Look at the green cleats. You're not going to tackle him to the end zone to give the A the lead. Over to who the hell uses M&T Bank Stadium. Big interconference battle between the Ravens and the Eagles. Not a single pass rush in sight. Mark Andrews with a spectacular catch over the Ku Klux Clamps, whispering in the Eagles' ears, hold my nuggets, suck my dick. Baltimore leads 10-0.
I'm a Brit!
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Oh my Lord, Justin Tucker might be washed. He's now missed the most kicks of his entire career. Although I blame the long snapper and the holder, but still. Despite the missed extra point, keep the energy up for Mark Andrews, tying Jamal Lewis for the most touchdowns in Ravens history. Over in MetLife Stadium, the Butt Buddies visiting from Green Bay find the end zone as Aaron Rodgers finds Devontae Adams for the touchdown. And the Jets take the lead over Seattle. They need to win this game. Ensuing kickoff extra point was blocked, by the way. Seattle takes it from the 1, but they've got Butterfingers. You forgot the football, stupid. Recovered by the Jets. Over to Jerry World we go, battling the NFC East. Handoff to Tyrone Tracy. Breaks the plane and gets the Giants the lead. Back to the nation's capital. Commanders drive down the field again. 2nd and goal, makes the Titan miss. Jaden Daniels dials up voicemail, calls his own number. Touchdown.
And now no charges, no.
Back to the A we go. Let's check on that Chargers offense. They drive back down the field, this time inside Atlanta territory, but that's as far as they would go. As Grady Jarrett takes down Jay Herbo, they'd force the Chargers into a field goal. The Jets waste a little time taking advantage of the fumble on the kickoff. Dump off from Aaron Rodgers to Isaiah Davis, goes flying into the end zone, eats a shoulder tackle to make it a 2-possession lead for the Jets. The Titans still trying to get their offense going. Tony Chopper Pollard gets the handoff, but he's coughing up the football, stripped of his pigskin, recovered by the Commanders. Game still knotted at 3 between these two second-place teams in their divisions. Ron Jones got Butterfingers, all kinds of fumbles around the NFL. The Cardinals take over inside the 20, deep inside Viking territory. The Browns would answer right back. Jameis Crablegs Winston to the end zone, got David Njoku Jobu straight out of Wakanda to even the score at 7 apiece. Think fast, ensuing drive. Bo Nix over the middle, got his man, but he's got Butterfingers. Fumble on the play, scooped up by the Brownies. Dreadlock powers activated. Don't you ever try to tackle me. He returns it into the end zone for a Believe it or not, the referees actually made the right call. Although it appears as if he has possession, he never had 2 feet down. And although it looks as if he made a football move, because that second foot did not make it to the ground as the football was knocked out of his hands, it's actually an incompletion. Great job, refs. Now it's time for consistency. No way you guys call a terrible call on a catch in another game, right?
Ah, foreshadowing.
2nd and goal. Look at the penetration from Miami. Nearly sacked Jordan Love before he could even complete the handoff. Unfortunately, they weren't fast enough as Josh Jacobs breaks the plane, goes in for the score. 14-0 lead on Thanksgiving. Barely a minute after the fumble recovery, the Jaden Daniels experience continues. 3rd and 2. No goddamn pass rush whatsoever to the end zone.
I'm Scary Terry. You can run, but you can't hide, bitch.
Terry McLaurin to make it a 21-0 lead. We might have necrophilia in the first quarter.
But you can't take this abuse!
Luckily, there would be absolutely no thrusting because Tennessee's gonna take advantage. Ensuing kickoff.
Alive!
They fumbled the football away again. Do you remember the Titans? I do. Evidently, Tennessee wants to give out DVD volumes of the goddamn movie in forms of the football because they're giving out straight giveaways all Sunday. We got another snow game, but this time out in Buffalo, 1st and goal. Handoff to Ray Davis, breaks the plane, dives to the end zone, and the Bills take the lead. Quick draw, NRAR5, let it loose. Get your bitch ass out the way. Pass ricocheted, intercepted by the Patriots. What a play by the defense. 1st and goal for the Lions. Constipation no more because Jared Goff found the Sam Laporta potty and takes a shit on the Bears defense as the Lions take a 10-0 lead on Thanksgiving. Entering the second quarter out in Cincinnati, trailing by 7, but not for long.
Black and gold. Here we go.
Russell Wilson mimics his touchdown from last week to Calvin Austin to even the score at 14 apiece again.
It's Mr. Unlimited.
Top of the second quarter for Atlanta as well. Kirk family member got a man, but he plays for the other team. Pass intercepted by the Chargers. But hey, Kirk, no big deal. No way you throw another interception, right?
Give me this motherfucker. Here comes Mr. Sunshine.
Welcome back, Trevor Lawrence. First action since being out for nearly 4 weeks. Going deep. Should have stayed on the sideline. Pass intercepted by Stingley. And Houston's going to have the football inside Jacksonville territory. Back to Minnesota we go. I wonder if they're protecting Sam Darnold.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Guess not.
The front runner for Offensive Rookie of the Year, Bo Nix, driving the Broncos down the field. Pass ricocheted and intercepted by the Browns. Denver turns it over. Cleveland has the football at the 31. Back to Jerry World. Next drive for the G-Men. Damn, what a blow up by Overshow. What a tip from Overshow. And a pick for Overshow. And he's headed to McDonald's. Can I get a McPick-6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I can do it all on my own in this bitch. What a play. Man's ate Devin Singletary's lunch money, then proceeded to tip Drew Lock's pass in the air to himself and took it to the end zone. This is Thanksgiving. Everybody having a feast. Evidently, Overshow is eating the New York Giants as he'd give the Cowboys the lead. 3rd and goal for the Commanders, and evidently the necrophilia's beginning. Jaden Daniels looking left. He's got
Scary Terry. You can run, but you can't hide, bitch.
for the second time today. 4-possession, 28-0 lead, and the necrophilia has officially began in the nation's capital because the Titans may be dead, but somehow they're still getting fucked. Over in Meth Life, Seattle has finally found a pulse on offense. Geno dumps the football off, got his man blocker out in front. He take it to the end zone for the score as A.J. Barner gets the Seahawks on the board. Then on the ensuing kickoff, unfortunately for Seattle, their special teams woes would continue. Last time it was a fumble, this time it's coverage because Keeney and Wong Wu would showcase his education in kick return studies, and for the 4th time in his career, he'd take it to the end zone, this time 99 yards for the score, and it's a 2-possession game again. You can't make this up. Ensuing kick return. Chenault out here looking like a first day as a trans man, don't know how to handle his balls. Fumble on the play, couldn't even handle it. It's recovered by the Jets. You gave up a kick return touchdown and 2 fumbles on your kick return unit. Special teams coordinator needs to participate in the Aaron Hernandez challenge. All right, so boom, December football is upon us. The playoffs is on the horizon, and all kinds of teams are getting ready to get written down in the death note. Football is going to be the most exciting that it's been all year, and there's no better way to enjoy the games than with Underdog. And keep in mind, Underdog is still doing deposit matches, and they're pushing out new discount tokens and all kinds of boosts for the remainder of the season. So with the Christmas and holiday season approaching, it's only right that you get in now and participate in all kinds of, whether it be drafts, pick'ems, whatever the case may be. You guys who've been tuning into the live streams religiously 3 times per week or every single primetime game, you've seen me get mega winnings this season, and I only anticipated getting even better. So make sure you guys click the link in my description or scan this QR code right here. Download the Underdog app. Use promo code Adonis, ADONIS, and you'll receive a free pick on behalf of becoming a member of the Underdog family. So again, scan the QR code right here or click the link in my description. Download the Underdog app. Use promo code Adonis, ADONIS. Let them know I sent you. OHIO, big game for Burrow. Second and goal, steps up in the pocket, somehow finds Jamar Chase back in the end zone. LSU boys hook up for the 13th time this season as Cincinnati regains the lead. Tough time for Drew Lock. Last possession was a pick six. This possession, nothing but Cowboys in his face. Taken down for the sack. The G-men are gonna have to punt. What the hell's going on this year? We've got referees getting caught at all. Sideline workers getting caught at all. People in the end zone getting sent to the ICU. Everybody getting hurt. You don't even need to be a player. Let's check in on Patrick Mahomes. Third and long.
That's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong.
Gotcha, bitch.
45-yard field goal for Jake Moody and the 49ers, sailing wide to the left, no good. I wouldn't fault them for missing a field goal in the snow, but I will fault their defense for not even touching James Cook as he'd activate his dreadlock powers and outrun the 49ers, running faster than the Niners into obscurity in 2024 on a 65-yard touchdown to make it a two-possession game in the snow. Everybody sliding. Snowballs are in the air. Necrophilia's on the horizon. First and goal, he ain't throwing the football. NRAR 5 keeps it himself for the score, and the Colts are right back in front in New England. After doing absolutely nothing in the first quarter, Philadelphia would finally strike. Jalen Hurts would dump it off to Dallas Goedert. He's smart enough to not fall at the 1-yard line. He wants the glory for himself. Touchdown. Philly makes it a 2-point game. Third and goal for Jared Goff, but he's out there looking like Jared from Subway. Why were you texting little girls, Jared? Why were you texting little girls? Disciplinary action in the form of a sack. Believe it or not, as fucked up as it sounds, Andy Dalton's car crash might have just saved Bryce Young's career. He's been a completely different quarterback since regaining the starting position, and he'd go to the end zone to get Carolina the lead again. Just look at the confidence. This is a different football player. Think fast. Hey, Ron, watch out for the big boys.
Yoink.
Watch out for the big boy. Picked off by former Jet Leonard Williams, and the fat man is going the distance, 93 yards into McDonald's. Can I get a McFix-6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Sick boys, rise up!
In this bitch, touchdown Seattle.
You done messed up, Aaron!
Black and gold. Here we go.
Am I in a genjutsu? The Steelers offense marching up and down the field in the first half. Toss to Najee Harris, takes it to the end zone, ties the game at 21 all. All momentum on the Cowboys side, but not for long. 4th and 1. They'd be participating in the Frank Costanza challenge.
I stopped short.
Daniel Carlson, 56-yard field goal to give the Raiders the lead. He's got the accuracy, just not enough length. It's like fucking but not hitting the cervix. Back to OHIO. Here comes TJ Watt.
Oh no!
Feeds chicken strips to Joe Burrow. Fumble on the play, scooped up by the Steelers. Turnover by Cincinnati.
Here comes Mr. Sunshine.
Trevor gonna use his legs, gonna pick up the first. Heavens to Betsy, he's absolutely laced by Al-Shahir. Flags are flying everywhere, and we've got a fracas, a skirmish, a kerfuffle, a brouhaha in America's peninsula in the home of AEW. Mr. Sunshine still laying there, motionless. The team done forgot about him except the athletic trainers. Everybody's jumping Al-Shahir, and rightfully so. You don't just attack a quarterback when they getting ready to slide. You've played football long enough to know that that shit ain't right. Rip his face mask off, shove a towel down his throat. What's wrong with him? This is Trevor Lawrence's first game back in a month, and he's probably gonna be done for the remainder of the year. Man's got the roadkill treatment. Without hesitation, Alshire would be ejected from the game. Fans are throwing debris at that man. Somebody get Tony Khan on the phone. Deploy some AEW wrestlers to meet him in the tunnel.
I am the learning tree.
Just look at the threats. Not only does he take off the helmet, he tells a Jaguar, I will kill you, and then gets his ass ejected. Something is seriously wrong with this man, because if you remember earlier in the season, this the same man who on prime time punched his opposition in the face and somehow didn't get flagged for it. Do you recognize how unhinged you have to have multiple incidents like this in the same season? And I don't want to hear anything about it being a bang play. He made a conscious decision to then put out his forearm to make contact with Trevor Lawrence. If he's getting ready to slide, all you have to do is touch the man down. Furthermore, you don't even really got to touch him because the whistle is blown at the beginning of the slide. This is as dirty can get. Plus, teams read scouting reports going into games. What's the probability of Trevor Lawrence lowering the shoulder on a scramble in the second quarter? That's not happening. Alshire is about one more dirty hit away from transmogrifying into this generation's Vontaze Burfict. Remember a few years ago when he was playing in San Francisco? He tried to choke out Tom Brady in the middle of the game. Tom Brady was so perplexed, he asked the referee if the Brothers of Destruction was on the field. First, you get a choke. Then you throw a punch. Next, you throw a forearm on a QB slide. What is wrong with this man? Trevor Lawrence's season is all but done. Jags mascot can't handle it anymore.
I'm gonna kill myself!
Back to Star Foxborough we go.
Drake!
Yes! Finds a hooper named Austin to give the Lolly Lulelo the lead again. Denver in the period-colored zone, 1st and goal, handoff to Michael Burton, bursts his way into the end zone, and Denver regains the lead at home.
Puck to it!
Takes the snap.
Puck to it!
The Kansas City Bloods in the period-colored zone. Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes takes a shot, but finds his man in the end zone for the score as KC takes the lead, and it's too easy for Patrick Mahomes. Why? Because
It's free real estate.
this is getting absolutely absurd. Tampa Bay was flagged for roughing the passer on this play. How? Where's the roughing? Make it make sense. Mans was already engaged at the moment of the release of the football. This wasn't even excessive contact. What's so mind-boggling to me is that you introduce systems like replay assist, but somehow these calls remain and get approved. I promise you, motherfuckers is gonna stop watching games because of officiating like this. Oh, what the fuck? The Eagles at the 1 yard line again. You know what that means.
Let me in your world, you know. That's why it's boy looking LA, you know, boy, that's why. Wanna be
First and goal from the 1, you know what's coming. Tush push, brotherly shove in betwixt the center's butt cheeks. And we get a touchdown as Philly takes the lead, and who the hell uses M&T Bank Stadium? But I got a question for the populace. Can you please explain to me, how the fuck was this a touchdown when it was a clear false start? The entirety of the Philadelphia Eagles offensive line was in the end zone before the football was even snapped. Now, I'm not denying that Jalen Hurts did indeed break the plane after recovering his own fumble, but this is ridiculous. Yet another situation where touchdowns have to be reviewed. Replay assist should be a situation where if you see a penalty, maybe you approve it and call it, but this is egregious. I'm not saying they need to review every single play, but scoring plays where you have a clear false start that's so egregious like this should be called into question. Somebody needs to be fined. Officials need to be held accountable, because every single week it seems we're seeing bullshit like this. Imagine this is the play that won a Super Bowl. Could you stomach a victory like this? The Bears have just 11 yards of total offense. I wonder if QB Zesty can cook up some offense, but absolutely not. Pass sales incomplete. Next Cleveland drive, trailing by 4. Magnificent protection for Jameis Winston, but he's reverted to his Tampa days. Yoink. Intercepted by Nick Bonito, and there's not a single Cleveland Brown who's gonna catch him because he's going to McDonald's. Can I get a McPick-6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. There's a new challenger for Defensive Player of the Year in this bitch. What the hell was Jameis Winston thinking? I understand he's going through his reads, but sir, read the field. Mans was standing right there, and you threw it to the inside. You're begging for a pick-6. As Denver makes it a 2-possession lead at home, but hey, Jameis, nothing to worry about. It's only the first half. You're not trailing by too much. No way you throw another interception, right? Miami's in trouble because Jordan's making love on their defense again. He'd find Jaden Reed for the second time today. He'd get into the end zone. Patriots a 21-3 lead in Lambeau. Las Vegas marching down the field looking to even the score just before halftime, but Chris Jones takes down O'Connell for the sack. O'Connell must have heard the footsteps as Chris Jones' third leg hit him in the lower back.
Big floppy donkey dick.
The Lions looking to make it a 3-possession game. 2nd and 6 for Jared Goff. Dump off to Sonic the Hedgehog. Jameer Gibbs got it inside the butterfingers. Fumble on the Thanksgiving. Recovered by the Bears. They finally catch a break. Under a minute left to go. Game tied in this battle of the NFC South. Tampa Bay pastry chef Baker Mayfield's cooking apple turnovers. We know what he brought to Thanksgiving as the pass is picked off by Carolina. What was he doing? He was cooking apple turnovers. The Buffalo Crips in the swoop zone. Inferior Josh Allen looking like the front runner for MVP. Looking towards his right, he's got return of the Mac Hollins for the touchdown. And the lunatic who walks into stadiums barefoot, doesn't eat with utensils, scores a touchdown on Sunday night. You know you're having a bad season when you're shocked when something actually goes your way. Justin Tucker made a 50-yard field goal, and look at his face. He's no longer in it. This man is seeing ghosts. The wildest thing is every kicker in the history of the NFL has had a bad season. Nobody has ever gone without their trials and tribulations. But the fact that he's been damn near perfect his entire career, and it's now that he's struggling, that's so alarming. It's like Vinatieri's last year. He's had misses in the past, but never as consistently to where you go out and you're unsure if he's ever gonna make it. I really hope he gets through this funk, but it's absolutely sad to see. The freshly penetrated Titans desperately trying to stop the necrophilia. The Mayo Man finds NWI in the end zone, his 7th touchdown of the season. It's insane that up until this point, half this man's catches for the seasons have been touchdowns. Still trying to get Miami's offense going. 4th and 5, he's going down the field.
This guy sucks.
Next Browns drive following the interception, Jameis would respond as he'd find David Njoku Jobu straight out of Wakanda again, his 2nd touchdown of the day, and we've got a 4-point game going into halftime as David Njoku Jobu would whisper into the Broncos secondary ears, "Hold my nuggets, suck my dick." Think fast, back down to Carolina. I got a feeling, who can get ça? What appeared to be a touchdown just before halftime was actually ruled incomplete on the field. We're inside 2 minutes, so there's no coach's challenge. The officials would go and review it, and somehow it was upheld. This is absolutely ridiculous. Not only did he catch this football, he got both his knee and elbow down in bounds. Now, I know what you're thinking. Perhaps he didn't maintain possession of the football throughout the catch, but there's no evidence that that actually was the case. Because take a look at this angle. This is the only shot that appears to be clear enough to see if the football moved, and I did not see it move. The ref is standing right there. What blows my mind is the fact that we only had 3 angles of this catch, but we've seen numerous different times where you had the pylon in the corner have a camera on there to identify that straight line angle. Why the fuck are we gonna sit here and say, well, you know, the angle of the catch was blocked by the goal post and also the referee's body? How? How? Anybody watching this game would say that's a catch. If it's the referee's judgment who's standing right there and says it's incomplete, if you're gonna go to a review, you also have to show it to the audience that there's no doubt in the decision. But anybody who's been watching football can see this is a clear catch. The mere fact they went to a review and this did not get reversed is insane to me. I've seen enough, bro. Get these refs the fuck up out of here. Carolina would have to settle for a field goal. They'd boot through the uprights and good to take the lead. Meanwhile, 55-yard field goal for the 49ers. It's gonna be short. Same situation for Kansas City. 59-yard field goal to make it a double-digit lead just before the break. That, too, is coming up short. It's gonna be taken out of the end zone. Opportunity to pull a Devin.
I guess not.
Why did I even waste my breath? With Daniel Jones being released, now signed by the Vikings, I wonder what he's gonna do in his downtime. knockout commentaries had me thinking, why don't I knock someone out myself? So I came up with Knockdown Tea, guaranteed to help you sleep longer, sleep better, relax, and restore. Passion fruit flavored, so you know it's good. Simply take it 30 minutes to an hour before you go to sleep, and our slogan is 1 cup down for the count, 2 cups, throw in the towel. So make sure you click the link in my description. Head over to knockdowntea.com and grab your first pack today. Back down to Jerry World, trailing by 3. Drew Locksmith trying to make a play, can't avoid the pass rush, gonna get stripped. The Giants turn it over again. Cowboys take it away. They're having a game on Thanksgiving. First and goal for San Fran, still desperately needing to find the end zone, but unfortunately for the Niners, Kyle Juszczyk has the worst hands in his household. They should have gave the football to his wife. She's got good hands as a seamstress. Fumbles the football, picked up by Buffalo, recovered, and returned inside Niner territory. Dallas wasting little time taking advantage of the fumble recovery. Cooper Rush is gonna keep it himself. Heavens to Betsy, he dropped his testicles and the football into the end zone for a New York Giants touchback. Johnson! Cowboys catch a break because the big boy, Dexter Lawrence, touched them before the football was punched out of his arms. It's gonna remain Cowboy ball. Why kick a 47-yard field goal when you could try to go for it on 4th and 1 and absolutely fail? You blew it! I guess the tank for Shador continues. After the lucky break, the Cowboys would take advantage as Cooper big-time rush would find the arrow. Brandon Cooks in the end zone to make it a double-digit lead and a 2-possession game. No. That's not luck. That's exactly how we do it. Up. Somebody can blame Dexter Lawrence for touching the quarterback. Stupid. You cost your team. Let's go, Cowboy. Let's win on Thanksgiving. Ooh, this is good tackle leg right here. 42-yard field goal for Pittsburgh to make it a 2.
Oh! I blocked it.
Cincinnati makes a breakthrough, keeps it a 1-possession game, and for the first time this year, Chris Boswell's been blocked. Meanwhile, for the other representative of the AFC North, reigning MVP Lamar Jackson, rather than get rid of the football on 3rd and 5, he takes a 14-yard sack. You just can't do that, but luckily you have Justin Tucker. No way he misses, right? Ensuing drive for the Giants. Nobody's blocking that podcaster. Here comes Micah Parsons, takes down Locke for the 2nd time today. Here we go. Let's go, baby. Podcast Pete on the NFL side. Let's go, Puckins. Let's go, Puffins. 3rd and long, backed up inside his own end zone for Bo Nix. Throws a football on a rope, finds Marvin Mims. Oh,
Shut up, Mimsy.
and he's gonna take it 93 yards to the house. 2nd longest play of the year as Denver makes it a 2-possession game again. Bo Nix has been on an absolute tear the last 6 weeks. Take a look at this pass, bro. You would have never thought he was a rookie. Denzel Ward was right there. Man's out there cooking. 47-yard field goal for the GOAT Vinatieri to give the Ravens the lead. He hooks it wide to the left. It's no good. Justin Tucker! An absolute fall from grace. The special teams unit doesn't even feel confident sending you out there no more. John Harbaugh's background is that of a special teams coach. Even he is looking like he might have to put you down. Treat him like Old Yeller. Matter of fact, treat him like Lenny and take him out of his misery.
I get the tender
Ensuing drive, Jameis Winston looking to get the Browns back into the game. He's gonna launch it down the field. Missed him in the first half, doesn't miss him this time. 70 yards to the crib. The pride of Haiti, Jerry Jeudy, gets revenge on his former squad as he would cut the deficit down to 1 score. And my God, what a game he had today. The most yards ever against their former team. Passing Terrell Owens, hit the music. But he's not done yet because he take out his Uno cards and give Denver 2 for their mistakes. 2-point conversion successful. Hit the music again. Despite not scoring any points, Eberflus said before halftime that the Chicago Bears would have it figured out, and QB Zesty would deliver on that promise as Caleb Williams finds Keenan Allen in the end zone to finally get Chicago on the board. But look at the bald spot on Keenan Allen.
She's bald. She's bald, Jerry.
Oh when the Saints let the Rams go marching into their end zone as Kyrie Williams punches it in to give Los Angeles the lead on the road. After the execution of Trevor Lawrence in the home of AEW, we'd finally get some offense, but unfortunately, it's against the Jaguars as Joe Mixon punches his way into the end zone. Did this man just hit the cat daddy? Gen Z don't even know what that is.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
Washington gets away with a blatant false start, but luckily the football gods would answer because Jaden Daniels' pass is ricocheted and intercepted by the Titans. I'm sick and tired of false starts happening around the league. I know they're letting offensive linemen low-key get away with it for the most part, but it's getting ridiculous. Time for a little bit of trickery and confusion out in Buffalo. Spectacular one-hand catch from Amari Cooper, laterals it to Josh Allen, and he dives into the end zone. Touchdown. First quarterback to score a receiving touchdown on a pass from himself since Marcus Mariota did it in the playoffs, but this was an incredibly confusing play. Although Amari Cooper had a heads-up play with a spectacular catch and then the lateral, his forward progress was already finished. Like, they were literally standing there waiting for the whistle to get blown, but for whatever reason, the referee ain't blow it. I'm all for playing through the whistle, but I think the 49ers low-key got hoed here. One way or another, spectacular touchdown as Josh Allen continues to improve his ranks in the MVP race. In fact, this is a shot at Giselle, who at the time said of her then-husband, Tom Brady,
My husband cannot throw the ball and catch the ball at the same time.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Fuck the 49ers, yeah. Fuck the 49ers, yeah. Fuck the 49ers, y'all a sorry ass team. Fuck the 49ers, damn. I hate the 49ers. I hate y'all. I hate the 49ers. Fuck y'all. Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty teams. Hey, hey, hey.
Think fast over in MetLife Stadium, 4th and goal for Seattle, trying to take the lead for the first time today, but Geno Smith can't escape Williams as the Jets defense holds, goal line stand, and deny Seattle the end zone. Hey, look, the Raiders are in striking distance inside field goal range again. It'd be a shame if they took a sack and backed them all the way up to the 38. Alright, so boom, it is I, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis. But of course, you already knew that, and I wanted to inform you guys that there's limited stock available over on ChiseledAdonisShop.com. In fact, keep in mind, there's only sizes available ranging between extra small, small, and medium. Large to 5X is all sold out. And prior to even thinking about doing a restock, everything must go. So it's running at a 65% discount right now. So if you just so happen to be extra small, small, or medium, now's the time to go and grab your merch. And if you happen to know somebody who happens to be that size and you'd love to grab them some Chiseled Adonis merch, now is the time prior to holiday season. Everything must go, 65% off. Make sure to go and grab your remaining merch today. Ex-Cardinals possession, the little man Kyler Murray scrambling towards his right to the end zone. He's got the rookie Marvin Harrison Jr. continuing to submit his application to the 10 toes down challenge with the touchdown to give Arizona a double-digit lead. The dynamic duo strikes again because he's 55-yard field goal for Daniel Carlson. He's got the accuracy.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
He missed again. I think the Giants are waving the white flag. Rico Dowdle gets the handoff, punches it into the end zone as Dallas puts up
27
on the G-Man. Them boys are back. Them boys are back. That's what we want to see, baby. 5 and 7 loading. Loading. We're coming for the wild card spot. Nobody's gonna stop us. Let's go, Cowboy. Revenge from the essence. McCollum got treated like a toilet after a lactose intolerant person ate the mac and cheese at Thanksgiving dinner. Get blasted, pussy. Feel the shoulder pad upon your face mask. Jets driving down the field trying to make this a 2-possession game, but Breece Hall's got butterfingers. Fumbles the football at midfield. Scooped up by the Seahawks. They're going to take over at the 41. Oh my God, the Jets just go from bad to worse. Although it ain't his fault, somehow by proxy it is.
You done messed up, Aaron!
How fitting. It's Kyle Shanahan's team that's now trailing 28-3. But luckily for him, Pewter City gym leader Brock Purdy dumps it off to Guerrero, and he take it the distance to the end zone, and the Niners make it a 3-possession game. But it'll always be 28-3 for this man.
We were just chomping some burgers at halftime, saying this game feels like it should be 28-3.
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know, and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
From 28-3 to
27
to 3.
Fuck Tush.
Dumps it off to Devon. Get the touchdowns.
Hawk.
Always seems to struggle in cold weather. Can't be one-dimensional in the NFL. Mike McDaniel dying over there. Hands shaking like he got Parkinson's.
Hawk.
Would then take out his Uno cards and attempt to give the Packers 2 for their mistakes.
Hawk.
Congratulations!
Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle.
Success! Just when you thought Chicago was getting back into this game, their defense would fail them for the only time this half, as Sam Laporta Potty would take a piss and shit again, his second TD on the day, and the Bears make it 16 again. After another Kansas City field goal, the Raiders inside Chiefs territory again. This time, no sacks will be taken. It's
Brock Lesnar!
Bowers who finds the end zone. It's a one-possession game in KC.
And now go Chargers, go!
4th and 5 for Atlanta. Kirk family member Cousins looking right.
Wahoo.
Picked off by Steele, and he's headed to McDonald's. Can I get a McPick-6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Falcons looking like some frauds in this bitch. The Chargers take the lead in the A. But hey, Kirk, that's only 2 picks. No way you throw another one, right?
Give me this motherfucker!
Then the 2-point conversion would be successful, because look at the laser that Jay Herbo throws to the back of the end zone to convert. Spectacular pass. The most accurate kicker in NFL history lines up for a 53-yard field goal. Yet another opportunity to give his Baltimore Ravens a lead. The kick is sailing wide to the right, no good. Tucker's missed his 3rd kick today. 2nd field goal, and look at John Harbaugh, like watching his son die before his eyes.
Just put the fries in the bag, bro. You washed.
Most accurate kicker in NFL history, no more. Justin Tucker couldn't hit a park car with an RPG if he was standing across the street. In 2024, he's absolute
ass. You're done. You're washed. It's over.
Minnesota drives down the field, and finally they'd get a breakthrough. Sam, I look like a Lego police officer. Darnold's gonna use his legs, extend the play, and find a man wide open. It's a one-possession game in Minneapolis. The Lolly Lule low driving, 1 minute left to go in the 3rd.
Bruce.
Hunter Henry can't hold on to the football. It's picked up by Indianapolis, and it's gonna be an interception that's returned to the 17. What are the chances? Franklin was just trying to get a PBU, but the football never touched the ground. Rolled on Hunter Henry's thigh into the arms of Blackmon.
Black and gold. Here we go.
2nd and manageable for Russell Wilson. Steps up in the pocket, rolling towards his right. He's got Pat Freiermuth, who goes into the end zone to make it a 2-possession game again. Pittsburgh leads by 10. 400 total yard passing from Russell Wilson. His 2nd greatest game of his career. Truly
unlimited. Check him out, too. He look good. We're all black. Looking like Bruce Wayne. Unlimited.
Into the 4th quarter we go, play action fake, and here comes O'Connell going deep. He's got Trey Tucker wide open. He said the Chiefs' jerseys is red by way of circumstance due to internal bleeding, because you just got burned 450 degrees straight out the oven as the Raiders take the lead. Same situation in New Orleans, rematch of the 2018 NFC Championship. Matthew Stafford finds DeMarcus Robinson 14 unanswered. The 49ers defense gets a stop. They're trying to build momentum, but Brock Purdy's got butterfingers. In this cold weather, you gotta treat the football like a stress ball. You gotta squeeze it, Brock. You gotta squeeze it. The Cardinals trying to hold off Minnesota, and take a look at the little boy running in circles in the backfield. What the hell are you doing? Kyler then says, fuck it, I don't like first place in the division anyway. Throws a
donation
to Murphy, intercepted by the Vikings. What the hell was that? 13 unanswered points from Tennessee, but that come to a close as Jaden Daniels would run a play-action RPO to absolutely nobody, but he'd find Zach Ertz for the 50th touchdown of his career as the necrophilia would resume out in the nation's capital.
And now, no charges, no.
Here, I thought Brandon Staley got fired, but somehow he transmogrified into Jim Harbaugh. They ran a fake punt inside their own 40-yard line, and it absolutely failed.
Is the man retarded?
Chicago marches down the field with absolute ease, and QB Zesty would find a balding Keenan and Kel Allen in the end zone for the 2nd time today, as the Bears would cut the deficit down to 10 because they absolutely failed on the 2-point conversion.
Oh, I missed.
But another touchdown for Keenan Allen is great because, you know, he's
ball. She's ball, Jared.
OHIO.
Horace!
Oh no! no. Pass ricocheted twice and intercepted by Dante Jackson. Second turnover of the day from Cincinnati.
Come on, Joe!
You need a shout out? Of course you do. Book me on cameo.com/chiseled Adonis. Whether it be a roast, shout out, acknowledgement on a birthday, one way or another, I got you. Back to Buffalo Wild Wings may be freezing cold, all kinds of snow, but the blazing sauce is on the feet of Josh Allen as he'd become the very first player in NFL history to throw a touchdown, catch a touchdown, and run for a touchdown in the same game. Next drive for Denver, leading by 6. Snap to Bo Nix, looking to dig into his bag of tricks, but he transmogrify into Bo Picks as Denzel Ward would take the football away. What a game he's having. You got overzealous, rookie. Back to Buffalo we go. Ensuing kickoff after Josh Allen made history on the rushing touchdown. It's going to be fielded at the 2-yard line by what we used to call Debo Samuel, but he's got fingers. No longer should we call him Debo, because he out here getting bullied all season. As far as I'm concerned, that's Tyshawn Raekwon Samuel Sr. You don't get Debo no more. Get your ass off the field and your San Francisco 49ers as the Buffalo Bills become the very first team in the league to clinch their division, punch their tickets to the postseason, and defeat the reigning NFC champions 35-10. Down to the land of AEW, Jacksonville barely got a pulse, and CJ Stroud ain't about to check to see if they're breathing as Dr. David Dalton Schultz punches his way to the end zone, and the Texans are dominating. Down to the Bayou we go. Derek Vehicle would tie up the game as he'd find Marquez Valdez Scantling on a magnificent touch throw to the end zone for the score. Then on the 2-point conversion, they take out their Uno cards and tell the Rams, hold my nuggets, suck my dick. 2 for your mistakes, tie game. 3rd and 7 for QB. Zesty. And it looks like somebody unplugged his controller, because how do you even get sacked like this? He's been taken down 49 times this year. O-H-I-O. Watch your back.
Come on, Joe!
Nick Herbig comes off the edge with the chicken strip picked up by Peyton Wilson, and the Pittsburgh Steelers rookie duo does it again. Touchdown Steelers, 3-possession game. Everything going Pittsburgh's way in Cincinnati. Mike Tomlin emoting on the sideline. The Bengals' playoff chances evaporating. Kermit the Frog Mahomes, 3rd and goal, trying to put points on the board, but he'd fail to do so as he'd be sacked by
Mad Max.
4th and goal for passing lanes clogged like the brain cell that instructs him to slide. Taken down.
And now go Chargers, go!
3rd and goal in the A. Kirk family member Cousins looking to the end zone to give the Falcons the lead. He's got a man. Wahoo! But he plays for the other team. Pass intercepted for the 3rd time today by the Chargers. Kirk, what in tarnation are you doing? But it's still a 1-possession game. No way you throw another pick, right?
Give me this motherfucker!
Say it ain't so. Jameis Winston drives the Browns down the field, looking left, got quarter Chubb, half a Chubb, full Chubb. Hey, Nick Chubb to the end zone, and the Browns take the lead. Pain in New Orleans, despite tying the game up. In less than 3 minutes, Puka Nacua and Matthew Stafford drive all the way down the field, and the Rams are back in front again. After another Patriot touchdown was called back by a penalty, Antonio Gibson would leave no doubt, make a couple of Colts miss, take it to the end zone to get the lead back for the Lolly Lule Low, and then they too would take out their Uno cards and give the Colts 2 for their mistakes. No quit from Cincinnati. Joe Burrow 2nd and goal, back of the end zone. T. Higgins to make it a 10-point game. Trailing by 7, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. NRAR 5 is playing Russian roulette. He shot himself in the foot again. Pass intercepted by Gonzalez. The Lolly Lule Low take over. Following the missed field goal from Justin Tucker, handoff to Saquon Barkley. He tells Derrick Henry, I'm the best running back in the NFL. And he goes to the end zone for his 11th touchdown of the season as he would jump into first place in the MVP standings. And Philly makes it a 2-possession game, and who the hell uses M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore? Hey! Hold on, let me check my notes. Jacksonville turns their offense over to Big Mac Jones. He's got Washington wide open, and he's in the end zone for the score. Who let Mac Jones out of McDonald's? The Jags are back in it. Approaching 7 minutes left to play, the Mayo man, Will Levis, finds NWI, who'd break the plane, his his 8th touchdown on the year. Outside of Tony Chopper Pollard, he's probably the only other bright spot that Tennessee has had all season long. Back in the battle in the NFC North, QB Zesty finds Chicago's favorite DJ Moore in the end zone. Touchdown Bears. It's a 3-point game. I can't believe it.
When I seen him throw that ball.
Watch out, Derek. It's a member of the Ku Klux Clamps.
White power! White power! White power! White power!
Derrick Henry just got forklifted into the grass. Man's got dropped into an unmarked grave. A Caucasian cornerback with a textbook tackle on this behemoth of a man. Where's Dr. Umar when you need him?
You don't find that suspicious?
It's more dangerous. Umar Johnson.
The Ku Klux Clamps are terrorizing the Negroes in the NFL.
Okay, thank you.
The DEI secondary out here making plays on Derrick Henry. Ain't nobody fearing the stiff arm no more. The Jets are absolute ass. How you have a goal line stand, then you give up a field goal and then a touchdown to lose the lead. Ensuing drive for the Jets. Time for Aaron to make a play.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Eat a dick, old man.
You done messed up, Aaron.
Hold on, Mac Jones out here cooking. Big Mac got Brian Thomas back in the end zone. Touchdown, Jags. Here I thought the Commanders was just gonna run some clock and then rock the damn Titans to sleep, but instead they tell Tennessee, tighten up your keister because the necrophilia continues as they may be dead, but somehow the Titans are still getting fucked. 40-piece on that ass. Hold on, is that Lamar Jackson or is that Antonio Brown?
This is Sparta!
Son hit that man with a flying big boot for absolutely no reason. He didn't even pick up the first down, just kicking people in the face, unprovoked. As a defender, you gotta watch out from getting hurdled, trucked, or stiff-armed. Since when do you now have to teach defenders to watch out from getting kicked in the face? And to make matters worse, there's no flag against this on the offense. You can do this as much as you want. Test's been dead 15 years. Evidently, his big boot lives on.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
He put his big toe in your nostril. Welcome to OnlyFans, pussy. Make sure to turn on the post notifications on YouTube. Also, consider following and subscribing on Twitch. I'm trying to build out the community over there. So once we get to 20,000 followers, I'm gonna do a giveaway. Who likes $500? It could be yours. Miami drives down the field again, but it's a 3-possession game. They're gonna need a miracle pass ricochet into the arms of Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. Huck to it. Is really only out there to build up fantasy points. Huck to it. 27-yard field goal for Denver to regain the lead. Booted through the uprights, and it's good. Cincinnati drives down the field again. Joe Burrow threads the needle, got his man back in the end zone. Yes, he was. Whiffed a touchdown, but did that help Cincinnati come? Absolutely not, as Mike Tomlin would now have his 18th consecutive season without a losing record, the longest streak in NFL history to begin a coaching career, and the Pittsburgh Steelers have not had a losing season in 21 consecutive seasons, tied for the longest streak in NFL history.
You know I'm a degenerate.
Mr. Unlimited. Yeah, you gotta be unlimited.
Last chance for the G-Men, trailing by 14. Drew Locksmith gonna dial up voicemail, call his own number, break the plane for the touchdown. But did this help the Giants come back and win on Thanksgiving? Absolutely not. Dallas advances to 5-7, keeps their playoff hopes alive, and the G-Men are headed for the death note. 58-yard field goal for Daniel Carlson, and this man kicked the grass before he hit the football. It's hella short. No good.
You about to lose your job.
1 first down ends this game, but for whatever reason, Kansas City throws the football. Xavier Worthy can't get there. Pass sails incomplete. The Raiders still have a chance. The Bears' offensive line might as well dress up as female condoms because they're only out here to get fucked. How many times is Caleb Williams gonna have to take a sack? Zesty. 2 minutes left to play. Jameis Winston looking left. Wahoo! Pass intercepted. Jameis threw it inside again, and Elijah Moore playing in slow motion. He didn't go touch the man down, so the Broncos are headed to McDonald's again. Can I get a McPick-6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Jameis Winston looking like it's 2019, and it's 30 for 30 again in this bitch. Touchdown Broncos, 2-possession lead. What the hell is Jameis doing? Jameis Winston! I thought you had that LASIK eye surgery back in 2020 and now you can see. But when you get an opportunity to start, you still make the same mistakes you did when you couldn't see. Homie came out here and threw 6 touchdowns, but 2 of them was to the other team. Jameis, put your motherfucking head back down. But wait, there's still enough time left for you guys to come back. No way you throw another pick, right?
I know I'm better than this. I know. I'm just praying for the Lord to deliver me from pick sixes. Like, that's not me.
3rd and long for the Jets inside the 30.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
You done messed up, Aaron!
Meanwhile, in Minneapolis, the Vikings have driven inside the 10. Sam Darnold looking right, got Aaron Jones to the end zone. Touchdown. A former Aaron for the Packers is finding a way to score, unlike the other one.
You done messed up, Aaron!
And now go Chargers, go!
Last chance for the Falcons, 4th and 12. Game on the line. Kirk family member looking right.
Wahoo!
Take the L out of lover. Kirk family member and the Falcons are finished, brother. They lose 3 consecutive games. The Chargers advance to 8-4 for the first time since 2018. Kirk Cousins! Thanksgiving, you invited all of your family members over, but you only served food to members of the Los Angeles Chargers. Who the hell are you throwing to? Somebody tell Raheem Morris to put in Michael Penix and get your lack of Achilles old ass the fuck up out of here. Put your motherfucking head back down and give me your chain.
Give me this motherfucker!
Say it ain't so. Jameis drove them all the way down the field again, but throws another interception, this time in the end zone. Picked off again by Burton. He's gonna return it across the 50-yard line. The Browns lose. Broncos advance to 8-5 before the bye week. What the hell is Jameis doing? Mans threw for the most yards he ever has in a single game, 3 yards away from 500. Jerry Jeudy revenge tour comes up short because in the clutch, Jameis Winston is exactly who we thought he was.
Trash.
Pack that man up. You ain't eating no W's. You're only consuming
Fresh hot ales.
Last chance in meth life. 4th and 15 for Aaron. Gonna need a prayer. Launches it to the end zone, looking for a Hail Mary finish.
Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it.
You lose. The Jets fall to 3-9. 9th consecutive season with a losing season. And there's only one man to blame.
You done messed up, Aaron!
Last chance for the midget, Kyler Murray, 4th and 10. Look at the man moving in the pocket, trying to find somebody open down the field. Give me that. Stick a knife in him. Game done. Just when you came over 500, you're right back to it as the Vikings advance to 10-2. I told you earlier, this ain't the same quarterback because when it comes to Bryce Young, I've got a feeling that the Panthers are gonna take the lead. Ugly looking gritty, but Tampa's in trouble. Woo woo, clitoris alert, woo woo, clitoris alert, woo woo woo. 36 seconds left to play for QB. Zesty. Absolutely nobody blocks Zadarius Smith as they take Caleb Williams down for the sack. Mans is celebrating, but Chicago got to get back on the ball. Why the fuck are they not moving with a sense of urgency? Yo, they got a timeout in their back pocket. Eberflus might want to use it if they don't know what the fuck they doing. This man Caleb Williams is over here signifying he's crazy. It's 15 seconds left. You gotta hike the ball. You're 6 yards away from field goal range. Hike the fucking ball. What are they doing? What are they doing? Bears fans are having aneurysms and heart attacks in front of their television screen trying to figure out why QB didn't hike the ball. Roma Dunze raising the roof. Pass sails incomplete. Game is over. Detroit wins because the Bears absolutely choke when it comes to time management. What the fuck were they doing?
When I seen him throw that ball.
So late after the snap, I knew Eberflus was done. What the fuck is Chicago doing? First and foremost, right tackle needs to get fired. Caleb Williams takes a sack, right? 30 seconds remaining on the clock right here. You have a timeout in your back pocket. 6 yards to go to get into Eddie Pinero's field goal range. They're trying to go and run a play, which is no problem if you don't want to use the timeout. But you got to take the snap here. Look at the confusion at the top of the screen. 4th 14 seconds at this point. They can't even get set in time. In the post-game press conference, Caleb Williams said he changed the play at the end of the game. But here's what I'm not understanding. Eberflus is next to the referee. Call timeout. You the head coach. If you ever wondered why the Bears are the clowns of the NFC North, look no further. Let's go piece by piece of where they fucked up here. First and foremost, you allow Caleb Williams to go and take a sack because your offensive line is absolute ass. Next, it appears as if the offensive line is damn near looking as if they're gonna huddle up here. You should be on the ball. Nobody's moving with a sense of urgency whatsoever. Now there's 18 seconds remaining. This is the last time Caleb Williams signals for the play. Nobody is set. At the top of the screen, nobody moving with a sense of urgency. Every single individual is completely inept when it comes to time management. The route selection is terrible, and then for whatever reason, Roma Dunze is trying to raise the roof instead of running to the football. Put it in slow motion. He's got to step on the defender. Mans is raising the roof instead of trying to find the damn football, bro. What are you doing? Legitimately, if he just kept running in stride, the football would have landed in the breadbasket. He wouldn't have scored. The Bears would have still lost the game because he would have probably been down at the 3-yard line. But why are you emoting when the game is on the line? This might be the dumbest sequence of events we've seen this entire season. To have a timeout in your back pocket, 30 seconds following the sack. Not only was the snap not off to where you could have had 2 plays, you didn't even use the timeout where nobody knew what the fuck you're doing. At the end of the day, this is a rookie quarterback. If you're a head coach, you've got to know. Don't put yourself in these situations. And instead, the Chicago Bears, who are supposed to be a professional organization, out here looking like a Pop Warner football team. Get these bum-ass motherfuckers off the field. You could never see this type of ineptitude at a high school football game. This the type of conclusion to a football game that makes you want to turn to hard drugs. If I was a Bears fan, I would be hard-pressed to imagine that I wouldn't consider snorting some
14 grams of crack.
Eberflus got fired, and that's rightfully so, but he should not be the lone scapegoat here. Over 50% of the motherfucking franchise need to be the hell up out of there as well, filing for unemployment, because this kind of performance is absolutely ridiculous. You lucky this game wasn't taking place when Al Capone and Frank Nitti was on the streets of Chicago with the outfit, because y'all would have been in a motherfucking suitcase after this shit.
He's gotta go.
Meanwhile, over in Green Bay, last chance for Huck Tush. Tries to escape the pocket, but he'd failed to evade the pass rush.
Huck Tush
loses. Game on the line in Star Foxborough, NRAR5 looking left. The pass is caught in the end zone. Pierce with the score, and Indianapolis makes it a 1-point game. But they say, fuck the extra point. We don't want to go to overtime. We's cold as they take out their Uno cards, and NRAR5 would shoot his way through the Patriot defense, and the Colts take the W and keep their playoff hopes alive. But for the Patriots, they're heading to the death note. Woo, woo, clitoris alert, woo, woo, clitoris alert, woo, woo, woo. 15 seconds left in Kansas City. For whatever reason, the football is snapped, and the Raiders fail to recover it. It's picked up by the Chiefs, and this game is over. Multiple flags on the field. One referee said false start. Other referee said illegal shift. False start would reset the down, but they'd have to be 5 yards further back. A motherfucking illegal shift would result in the play being in play, and if the Chiefs decline it, they win the game. What's crazy is the referees were standing there deliberating for about a minute long to identify what call they thought was best for the situation, and they went with the latter. They would call it illegal shift. Kansas City would regain possession of the football because they declined the penalty. They take the football on the fumble recovery. 1 knee down, and this game is over. The Raiders absolutely choke. Las Vegas' center is screaming, saying that's bullshit. He crashing out on his way to the sideline, claiming as if there was some form of collusion, but it was his dumbass who snapped the football early. Take a look at the tight end at the bottom of the screen. He's trying to signal towards his wide receiver to get off of the line because because he's misaligned. The snap is taken before he can even move. Nobody was prepared outside of the offensive lineman. There's nothing here that actually signifies a false start. Initially, I thought maybe they had an argument. After watching it again, there's no chance. The Raiders absolutely raided themselves out of this game. Had they recovered the football, they could have at least had a chance, but I believe they would have fallen victim to a 10-second runoff because Kansas City would have accepted the penalty. Look at it again from the side. Nobody moved but the offensive line. Look at the receivers at the top of the screen. Tight end ain't even get out of his set. The running back and quarterback never knew what happened until they saw the O-lineman moving. This is either classic 21st century Raiders or devil magic from this Kansas City Chiefs. Nonetheless, Kansas City somehow survives, wins their 14th consecutive one-possession game, the longest streak in NFL history, and they advance to 11-1, the worst 11-1 team in the history of the NFL. But 11-1 is still 11-1, and the Raiders are heading to the death note. The champions clinch a playoff spot. 7 seconds left in Baltimore. Lamar Jackson takes the snap, the reigning MVP, to the back of the end zone. He finds Isaiah, who's likely to score. But did this help Baltimore come back and win, though? Absolutely not. They dropped to 8-5. 51-yard field goal for Tampa Bay to send this game to after hours through the uprights, and it's good. Oh, what do you know? The Patriots ain't packed their bags just yet. They know the death note is imminent. 68-yard field goal for Joey Sly. It was online, but he didn't have enough leg. It came up short, and the game is over. Here we go into overtime in this battle in the NFC South. Baker Mayfield play action fake over the middle, got his man inside Carolina territory to the 40. 3 plays later, Cade Otton would fail to find a first down marker. He'd be down at the 38-yard line. That would set up a 55-yard field goal for the win from Chase McLaughlin, who ain't missed nothing all day, but it's wide to the left. No good. Carolina has a chance. We're in sudden death now. Football spotted at midfield, 3rd and 5. Bryce Young takes the snap, looking left. I got a feeling. Spectacular one-hand catch to put them in field goal range.
This bitch-ass white boy.
With a catch that could have possibly saved Carolina's season, because with the losses from Atlanta and New Orleans, if Carolina can take down Tampa Bay, they'll only be 2 games behind. Carolina is alive. At least that's what I would have said if Chubba Pornhubbard ain't happy butterfingers because he left too much lubricant on his hands after masturbating, and Tampa gets the ball back. The man who's carried the team on his back all season absolutely cost them in the extra period. Ensuing drive, 2nd and 8. Baker Mayfield finds Mike Evans down the field. He's over 100 yards and inside Carolina territory. Then unfortunately on the very next play, Carolina likes to say keep pounding. That's exactly what Bucky Irving did to their run defense, as he'd go over 150 yards, bring them inside chip shot field goal range, and despite having the game on a silver platter, McLaughlin and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers say no dinner for you. The field goal booted through the uprights, and it's good. Tampa Bay advances to 6-6, only a half game behind Atlanta for the division lead. And for Carolina, Cleveland, San Francisco, Baltimore, New Orleans, Jacksonville, Tennessee, both New Yorks, New England, Arizona, Cincinnati, Atlanta, Las Vegas, Miami, and Chicago. Y'all would have to take out your Metro card and get aboard the train. But for the Jaguars, Giants, Patriots, and Raiders, you go somewhere different, because you've arrived at Elimination Station for your failures of putting together an adequate season, your failures of not being the worst teams in the NFL, your failures of not being the laughingstock of the league. Consider your names written down the death note, because your dreams of advancing and playing late January football, your dreams of making it into the postseason, your dreams of hoisting up the Lombardi has been absolutely dead.
There's only one thing left to do. Gotta write their names in the death note. Delete. 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 Delete.
Here it comes! A little going away present for you!
Delete.
You will rest in peace.
Delete confirm.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
I hear the Shadow Realm's lovely this time of year. Let's find out if it's true!
Hey, I appreciate you watching the entire video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button on the way out if you haven't already. And on top of that, hit that notification bell as well. For whatever reason, YouTube's only showing my videos to 20% of my subscribers. So if you have already turned on the notification bell, turn it off, turn it back on. If you never turn it on, turn it on. I appreciate you.